extent.
No,
not responsible.
No, not responsible.
I said, okay, I said, should he be punished to any extent?
The gun is his.
No, his.
The gun is mine. I'm like, hey, like shit's going down. Like it's like the way Rick said it. He mentioned that stuff like it might be used. Right? Can you bring me back my gun? Okay, Rick.
It's his gun though.
Yeah, it's my gun. Rick brings back the gun. I give it to Danny. Danny kills someone. All right. The thing isn't, is he a murderer? The thing is, like, is he an accessory to murder?
Should he be charged in any way legally?
I think
May God bless
The Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar and this is Danny.
This song does not let me wrong. Like, I don't miss.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar, that's Danny and Tony.
We're at episode number 29. I hear more than 3 people, though.
Is it 29? I thought it was 30, no?
29.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, well,
I'm 30.
We're welcoming back our construction Dr. Guru.
Yeah, what up, Rick?
With more construction tips.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
When building a house and you're putting up walls, make sure you put doors to get out.
Okay.
very valuable. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sure some people need that advice, right?
Yeah, I watched it on the TV show before. It's called Drake and Josh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all
I
remember that. I'm like,
it was spray painted on there.
Yeah.
You're accusing me of getting my content from.
Yeah, you're stealing jokes, bro.
He's like, I don't even watch TV.
Plagiarized a construction tip.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure they're all like just the exact same thing, just retold. But that was good. You were quick on your feet. Like he didn't know what they were gonna ask.
It's a craft.
He is a guru after all.
Yeah.
He has to be ready to answer questions.
Well, how long has it been?
Too long.
Too long.
Last season, right?
Huh?
It was last
It
season.
was last season.
Had to be
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
think
Well,
so.
yeah. You can tell that he doesn't know how the podcast because the mic is far away from his face.
Damn.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You gonna let him yell at you like that?
So,
We literally spent the whole
He just
freaking weekend together. Like I can't get rid of him. Yeah.
well, Ricardo, you know the drill. We like to give updates. Has anything big happened in the last few months that you haven't been here?
His life has changed. Oh.
Oh, what's that? Oh.
Sorry, ladies, and men, but Ricky is taken.
You cannot.
There's a lot of dudes crying right now.
Yeah, they cannot break his heart no more.
Sorry.
Yeah, and his lovely wife is right over there. She's
Hey.
outside. But
Yeah.
her name is Little Yudi. You know,
Little
so-
Judy?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Fancy.
That's
She's
how-
a rapper?
Yeah, pretty much. She does it all.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
But damn,
Yep.
that's
I think
crazy.
when I came onto the podcast the first time, we were going over the pre-bachelor to the bachelor party. So we still
This is
hadn't
true.
done the bachelor.
Yeah, we're still fist fighting.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
still hadn't signed up for the pay-per-view. It was more of
okay.
Like
It was the
pregame.
pre-fights. Yeah, it was the
pregame.
pre-fights.
Pregame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Danny, have you? You went to one of the events, but it wasn't a fight night.
No, that was not. Well, all the fight equipment was there, but everyone was having too much fun.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You called
so-
him out.
So it was really cold that day.
It was.
And
Okay.
we had
It
a
was.
heater, and the heater was like in the middle of the yard. And my buddy Victor, he brought the equipment, and I told Danny, I was like, Danny, let's fight. And I was thinking Danny was gonna say like, no, it's too cold. He was like, yeah, I'm heading that way. I was like, no, allá quédate. It's really cold over here. Like, stay over there by the heater. Allá quédate.
You were being a good host.
Yeah.
You know.
It was cold.
Yeah.
I wanted to fight just to warm up.
He called your
Oh,
it was
bluff.
cold.
He called your
He
bluff.
called my
He's like,
bluff.
oh, the brown belt's not gonna want to fight. It's too cold.
He called my bluff, and I was like, no, it's too cold over here. Like, stay over there where it's warm.
Yeah, it was cold, but it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Well,
You said y'all were together all weekend. What's up with that?
yeah.
You haven't been able to get rid of him?
Me and Rick have worked at the same place like a couple of times, and like one of the longer ones was at the warehouse. So we got along with like the boss, and like he's like our
He's our grandpa.
The one I gave a ride.
I know
that
he's-
day.
Yeah. You met him.
So I know he's gonna watch this episode. So shout out to Art,
Yeah.
my grandpa.
Hey, I'm
Shout out to Art.
Let's go. Yeah.
Hey, since I gave him a ride, he needs to drop a like right now.
Yeah. So, Wait, Art has actually been like a family friend to Rick for like since you were a child, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because he was
Did
friends.
he used to carry you like I used to carry Oscar?
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
No, he did not. Wow.
He carries me now.
It's now.
Yeah. So he invited us to his daughter's sweet 16. You know, so we went to shut up. We drank a lot, and we had a great
We
time.
drank a lot. Yeah, it was really fun. It was different. We tried out the new Bucana's pineapple. Yeah, I personally liked it.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
I think it was the mix that they did.
And the proportions were off. Like we were taking like we didn't have anything to mix it
This
correctly.
was a 15?
So, 16, but same thing.
There's
yeah.
a bunch of alcohol in there.
No, so it's like it was like a BYOB type of thing, but like with
okay,
your
I got you.
bottles, like
yeah.
yeah, like if you had like a bottle, you could take it to your table. So like they knew ahead of time, so they're all like, "Oh, let's just go ahead and get like a bottle and like just hang out and drink," and that's what we did.
Nice.
And since obviously we're terrible at gauging like our shots proportions, each of them had like a lot of alcohol, and like we just drank the entire evening and then got tacos afterwards.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, we went to a place called Taco Steak. Really good.
Yeah, if you're ever drinking, I think it stays open past 2, right?
Yeah, and it's also BYOB. So
Taco steak. That's the
it's
one
right
that's
there
near-
on
45 by the golf game.
Montrose.
No,
Monroe, and 45.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know that one.
Well, write it down in case you ever need somewhere to eat after
Alright.
2.
So
Is that
Oscar
the one-
doesn't
that's
eat
not the one on
beans.
Fulton
No,
I don't
no,
even know
this
where
is like
Fulton's
Southside.
at.
by the metro. Oh, it's on Southside.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So Oscar doesn't eat beans.
Really?
Come on, bro.
And-
They don't
and
know that
he-
inside joke.
He ate the shit out of those beans that day.
I didn't eat beans. What are you talking about?
He ate beans. I believe you.
You hate beans?
Why would he lie about that?
No.
Is that why you didn't like the sculpture?
Did we tell that story on here before?
No, I don't think
No.
we did.
We went like so. You remember I told you how Ricky like took me hunting before, and like when we were on our way to the ranch, Rick tells his uncle, he's like, oh wait, they were telling that the only thing they had to eat was beans, and he's like, oh, Oscar doesn't like beans, and then so everybody like turns to me and they're all like, oh well, he's like, you're gonna have to fucking eat beans and shit or whatever, and then I was just fucking bugging here. Yeah, I was like, well, I don't like them, but I'll eat them and there's nothing else. And after that, I think I got it.
Damn.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. After that, they just kept making fun of me because of that. So I'm like, no one's gonna know your inside joke, Rick.
So
But you just explained it.
the story is all screwed up.
Well, because I'm just trying to breathe.
That's not how it goes. That's not how it went.
Okay, let's go.
It was a Saturday. My uncle's making like breakfast for everybody, and he's cooking or whatever. He just said, "No vas a salir con niñadas que no comes frijoles."
But translate it for sure.
For the viewers.
Just don't tell me that you don't like beans. And Oscar's like, I don't eat beans, but if I have to, like, like my uncle said it like playing around, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not gonna force anybody to eat beans, but Oscar was like, if I have to do it, I'll do it.
Did he sound that panicked when it like?
I don't,
Yeah.
That's what made it more funny.
How old were you then?
17, 16.
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
We were young.
You're like an awkward young adult.
Yeah. Yeah, and over the
We
weekend,
weren't
like
18 yet.
Rick was telling us stories about how like he was there for moments that I didn't realize he was there for. Over the weekend, we were just talking about stuff, just catching up with friends, and he brought up some stuff that we're just like, how do you know this? And I completely like out of my. It's just like I haven't like I know I've known Rick for a really long time, but it's just like seeing like how much he's been a part of. It was extra crazy. Because it was like unlocking like memories and stuff.
It's because usually when I go to events, I'm usually like on the down low. I'm like really reserved. Like usually don't talk, so I easily get overlooked.
You're like Oscar
That's
Shadow.
sad.
Yeah, I'm like over there. Like, I'm like over there to the side, and it's like
And he's ignoring you.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. I wouldn't ignore you.
I'm like pulling his t-shirt. I was like, "Hey, Oscar, Oscar." He's like,
He said,
Get away from me.
He said, leave me alone. I'm not eating beans right now.
Well, yeah, and afterwards, there was a fight over the weekend.
Okay.
It was Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, and it was an interesting fight.
it was a good fight.
Yeah, and Rick was like, I'm not really into like the YouTuber boxing and stuff or whatever, but he's all like, oh, you know, it's a fight. So he's like, let's watch it at the house. But the thing, they're fighting in Saudi Arabia, So it's like so far ahead. So the main event started around 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like my plan was like I'm gonna go with the Ricks. I'll show up around 2, like when the first fights start, and then like I'll leave like around 6. I'll go continue with my day, take pictures and stuff. And then Adrian showed up, and he's like, "Well, you can't leave. Rick is gonna show up." And then so I didn't leave till 10. I didn't get any photography
Your
done.
whole day.
Just like spent the entire weekend with Rick just drinking. And then obviously I had to go to work today since today's Monday. I couldn't even sleep. I felt like crap. So I fell asleep on that couch sitting up.
Sitting up. And now
Yeah.
you continue.
Oh yeah.
Man.
But
Now
yeah.
you-
So we're drinking Miller Lights because we're good boys.
On like a week-long bender right now. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I kind of.
Yeah. Look, this isn't the life we chose. It chose us, right, Rick?
I haven't drank like this in a while though. I think since the wedding.
It's only whenever you're around
They
him.
don't let you now.
No, you're
I was just asking a question.
No, you're
I
not
was
putting this on
asking a
me.
question.
Rick is the bad influence in this relationship.
I
Right?
didn't accuse you. I didn't accuse. I just asked a question.
He's my Oscar.
Oh, wow. That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Are you older than Oscar?
Yeah, he
That
is.
makes sense.
Oscar's my Oscar.
I said it the first time that I came to the podcast. Like, Oscar's my son.
It's just
So you feed
His
him
first
alcohol?
beer, the first beer he drank, it was with me. He went fishing with me. He went hunting with me.
Oh, yeah, you did say all that. I
said-
remember.
I said he
I
was
am
my
his
white
papi.
dad.
I'm his papi.
No,
You introduced
father.
him to
I,
beans?
it's like,
So you're my grandkid.
Okay, I'll take that.
You're my grandson.
I think.
When are you? Well,
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm grandkids to like 2 people now.
Yeah, my mom. When are you taking us hunting? Adopt me. I want
First of all,
to.
he
Y'all do
invites you.
fun stuff.
he
Like his
invites you
parents
all
are
the
cool.
time.
He's
He
like
did.
his parents are cool.
Invite me. No, he has invited me, and he invited me to see the fight. I couldn't make it. We went to on
He
Saturday.
always tells you no. How do you feel about that?
Huh?
Confront him.
I went to the wedding.
He
I went
always
to the
tells
wedding.
you no.
He does always tell me.
I went to the wedding.
And that's before he's getting married. What about after?
Dang.
Don't do it.
No, I went to the wedding, and he didn't fight me on that day, so
Right, because it was his happy day. Why
yeah,
would
it
he?
was. Yeah, it was.
I was really happy to see you and Stacy.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us. It was a great wedding.
So
I'm glad she said yes.
I don't know if Stacy brought it up to you or not, but Stacy grew up with my aunts.
Right.
And I went to go get a haircut, and my aunts have a beauty salon over there in like McCarty Drive. And
If they want to sponsor this podcast,
Maldonado Unisex.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Just free haircuts.
haircuts,
We
yeah,
give you a
free
sponsorship.
Free
I
haircut.
didn't even know the name of it, but
Well, the day of the wedding, apparently they stole Stacy, and they're at the church. It was like, hey, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, like Ricardo's my boyfriend. His cousin's a part of the court. He's one of the groomsmen. I was like, cool. So the day of the wedding, they did the liga.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Danny got it.
How do you call it
Oh.
in English for
Band?
garter?
The garter.
When they throw the garter.
Carter.
Yeah, so tradition goes that whoever catches is the next one to get married.
Next one.
And Danny caught
Danny
it.
caught
And
it.
Danny caught it. So my aunt started poking fun at Stacy, like, ooh, you're next. And Stacy's like, all right, like, whatever. So then they did the flowers, the ramos. And my aunt that was poking fun, her daughter caught it. And Stacy was like, it's you.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're a freaking small world, man.
Mhm.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, we got there, and then you know, she turns around and she's like, and I'm just like, the heck? How you know?
So my aunts know a lot of people. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Because of
Stacey
their
told me
job?
that all her life, that's the only place she's gotten a haircut from.
so
So
they know a
since
lot.
she's a little kid, she's been going there.
So they know a lot of people because of the salon that they cut hair, and they know a lot of people through church too.
Mm.
So it's like they've been
Two
really
giant
involved.
communities,
Yeah.
yeah.
So a lot of people know them.
I've been
I
wanting to
respect
try go get a haircut there. So maybe my next haircut is gonna be there. If it's good, you know, yeah, go over there.
Huh?
So we'll see.
Go for it.
Let's go.
Good luck with that, Danny.
Thank you.
That'll be part of our sponsor, the free haircuts. Or
See, I might be there and be like, hey, so you give me a free haircut, right?
Yeah,
She's gonna be like,
because
what?
He said the name on the podcast.
Did you not watch episode 29?
That's this one. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
29.
Well, how about you guys? What y'all do over the weekend?
Danny?
On Saturday, we went to a little kid's birthday party, one of Stacy's friend's daughter. And then after that, we was like, let's just go somewhere. And we went to, I'd never been there. I didn't even know that place exists. The Strand in Galveston.
Oh, okay. Yeah, by the wall, right?
It's
like
not
near-
by the
it's
wall.
It's near like the.
It's on
the
the other
shopping-
side.
Oh yeah, the shopping area part.
Yeah. So it's like a whole, like a couple streets is just bars and restaurants, and they have music, and you can hear it from.
Oh,
the
you're talking
streets.
about the historic district.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
it's
what it's
probably-
called.
Yeah.
I mean, Galveston isn't that
Big.
big.
But anyways, we went there, and they had some bars. We didn't really drink much, but we did stop by one
It's
to eat.
by like the train museum.
By the
We went there
docks,
kind of late.
where the cruise ships dock.
By the cruise ships.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's on this side.
It's on the top side, on the north side.
Yeah,
of
I've
it.
gone over there taking a bunch of pictures.
Okay. So we were there, and then the next day, we ate some food there, and Stacy got food poisoning. So that's why I didn't go the next day, because she was hanging out at the house and just,
Kick her out.
taking care.
I hope she's
I'm kidding.
But yeah, other than that, just
You had fun in Galveston.
yeah, it was cool. We went when we walked around. We're like, let's go look at some bars that we could come at some other time, and we found one where it's like they have like 3 floors, and on each floor they have like a balcony, so you can go to the 3rd floor and they have music, and you can just sit on the balcony and see the whole thing.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's a pretty cool place to go check out at some point.
I think you did post that.
yeah, it's where I put the picture of the Don't Feed the Birds. That was
Oh,
the 2nd floor.
He was sad.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
That is very sad. It's super against. That's super un-American.
Yeah,
You
don't
should be
feed the
able to
birds.
allowed to feed the birds.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right?
If we can get fat, why can't they?
Huh?
Un-American.
They're restricting his rights.
Yeah. The birds' rights too. The birds'
food.
rights to be fed.
Food, property, and pursuit of happiness.
Food, poultry, the pursuit of happiness.
Poultry.
Yeah. But yeah, and you, Tony?
Uh,
Anything cool?
I really haven't been doing anything. I just started at my new job. Well, it's a new job, but I've worked there before, so kind of new. Just been doing that. I don't know if I should say like where it's at, just because they're really big on like social media, like not putting stuff out there.
Then
Okay,
don't.
where do you
no, that's
work
fine. Then don't.
Then don't.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
So where do you work at?
Yeah, but I'm a.
Check it's in
that's
the
a
We
comments.
push hot
I'm
topics here.
telecommunications technician. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Fancy.
What do you do as a Is that something I can ask? As a
He's a telekinetic.
Yeah.
He reads minds.
No, that's being able to move things with my mind.
Oh, he's in a
yeah,
room
no,
all day
you're
and he's
right,
like
that's-
moving cords when people are like,
Oh yeah,
Calling?
when they're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to call in,
I wanna call-
like 1 second while I connect you, and then I just
just hold.
yeah, it's still by hand.
steal by hand. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's really it. Nothing else that I did.
Well, it's still progress. It's work related. You're moving on with stuff. That's awesome. I don't know why we got Ricardo back on here.
I don't either. I just randomly pulled up like, hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm
are
just
y'all doing a
kidding.
show or something? Like, let me just jump on.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just because, like, none of us are married. Like, how is the married life, bro? Like, how is it treating you? We know she's right here, so clearly things have changed.
Can
You're
you
not-
cover your ears for a moment?
Yeah,
Yes,
you-
we able to
there
speak
you go.
candidly.
you're not allowed to do things on your own anymore, of course. And obviously she's here, so that means you don't have a curfew,
Right.
because that's what Jose
Right.
taught us last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jose's like you don't have a curfew if your curfew's with you.
So that's a good one. I like that one. I'm going to steal that one. Who said that?
Jose,
Pisto.
Pisto. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Pisto, sorry. I'm going to steal that from you. That's really good. No, actually, I didn't even tell her we were coming to the podcast. Like, hey, you want to get a burger? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, what are we doing at Oscar's house?
you gotta
Oscar's
wait
having
3 hours?
burgers? Yeah, like, just wait. Like, it's just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. I always do that too.
Dang,
If
so
we
she
go
didn't,
out somewhere, I'm like, just give me 5 more minutes.
she didn't even get her burger first.
Mm-mm.
Oh man,
She got chips though.
I'd be upset.
Chips just for the meat.
Chips and beer.
Yeah, chips and beer. The beer's for me.
Yeah.
There was one time we went to one of her friends' party. I think it was her birthday party over there on the north side. And it was really weird. She thinks that it's so weird. So her friend, her dad is from Monterrey, and he's like the coolest person ever. And he's like an older gentleman. Like, he's retired, and he's like my friend. Like, he calls me. Like, I'm like, hey, what's
Rick,
up?
you're
Like,
so biased because you have
so
like
cool.
nothing but old friends. Are you looking at Yudi's over there like shaking her head? He's just you're just an old soul, bro.
So it was her birthday party, right? So we're there, and like the house party's inside, and I'm in the outside drinking with her dad, and we're just drinking, and she comes and she's like, hey, let's go. Like, hey, just give me 5 more minutes. Like, I'm talking to Profe, because he was the teacher, so I call him Profe. Like, okay. And she came back. She's like, hey, we got to go already. I was like, just give me 5 more minutes. She's like, the birthday girl's asleep. No one else is here. It's 5 in the morning. Like, we got to go already. And I was like, okay, I guess. Like, Profe, well, I'll see you next time. Like, I got to go.
It's freaking funny. Yeah. But no, because, like I'm saying, Ricardo literally hangs out with nothing but 50-year-olds, which is kind of weird.
All right.
Yeah. And yesterday we were having the conversation because apparently Ricardo was supposed to have like other people like in the groom's party, but Yudi said no because like 2 of them are like 45 and everybody else is like literally barely hitting 30s and stuff. So Yudi's like, I'm not gonna pair them up with freaking 45-year-olds. And so
yeah, if any of my groomsmen are watching it,
it could have
just
been
know maybe there's a chance that you wouldn't have made it. So
that was a whole argument yesterday because 2 of them were there yesterday, Adrian and Vic, and I was all like, I know it wasn't me, so it's got to be yo. And the entire night we were just bullying like Vic because Rick just decided to like signal him out as a joke. Yeah, and he's been friends with him forever too, so it was really funny.
But
Yeah,
it is true. Let the record show that if you were one of the groomsmen, there was a chance you almost didn't make the cut, and Art was going to be there. But I'm glad we made that decision because
kicking Art out.
kicking Art out because
there would have been 2 guys with
there
their
would have
shirts
been
tucked
2
in.
shirts. So we had our bachelor party in New Orleans, and it was kind of like the Hangover on the first movie where they're getting ready, they're going to Vegas, they're about to go to the strip, and everybody's looking fresh, and the guy with the beard's like completely different to everybody else. So we had all our groomsmen, everybody's young, everybody's dressed kind of hip, and then my cousin, he's one of the best mans, he's like in his 40s. He pulls up with his shirt tucked in, and like,
Oh man.
dude, you're killing our vibes here. But it was cool because
Was he the one that whose identity y'all were trying to keep secret?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
so I didn't say
undercover
anything.
cop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Who outed him? Was it Danny?
Danny.
accident. By accident.
Right. He got it like on the first
I
try.
still remember the name.
I didn't want to say it.
Can I say it? No.
He lived here in Houston, but Danny blew his cover, so he's like somewhere like in
He had to go in
Alaska
witness
somewhere.
protection.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
You're outing him out again.
He was flying away on that balloon.
Oh,
He's the one who first reported it.
The balloon. Yeah. I caused the whole chain of incidents.
oh man.
But yeah, so
If he wants to come on
that's
the
so
podcast,
funny.
we can hide his face.
Hey, like distort his
Just blur
voice.
it out. Just blur his face.
And there's like a
out.
mirror reflection, like
Yeah.
in that,
Oh,
for that girl that they
yeah.
were reporting on. You can
Have you,
just see
have
it.
you seen that video? It's like
It sounds
they were
familiar.
reporting like about Los Zetas and like drug cartels in Mexico, and they're like trying to like cover the girl's face, but like they blurred it out, and for like a second, I think they moved it over, and you could see her face.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and it's so dumb, but it's funny. But it's
Like-
dude, can you just imagine?
Like my cousin, he'll be on the podcast. They blur his face, and he's wearing his uniform. He has like his badge name and ID on the bottom,
Yeah.
but his face is blurred out.
Kind of like that. Oh, we blurred the body, but not the face.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, yeah. No, that was all great and all, but you've actually been out of town for a while.
I have.
You finally came back.
What you doing?
I was in
Work?
College Station. Yeah, College Station.
Con
Oh,
madre.
that's not that
I
far.
had never
Driving
never
back
been
and forth
2
every
hours.
day.
Oh, yeah, every day. Yeah.
I do 2 hours over there and 2 hours back, so that's 4 hours that I'm on the road.
What do you
That's
do?
okay.
What do you do in 4 hours of driving? Other than I know 1 hour, it's listening to the podcast.
He calls me.
He calls you.
Hey, I need you to like stay on the phone with me because I'm getting sleepy. On Friday, I was heading back from Houston, from College Station, and Oscar called me. I didn't answer. I fell asleep. So
Wait, on the drive?
that was
joke
that,
he's
that,
making.
that was the joke. He's like, Rick, I called you 3 times. I know that you still have like an hour and a half before you get home. And
He's like, sorry, I'm asleep.
what happened? And I was like, sorry, dude, I just woke up. He's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. I told y'all last week, right, that I was at Rice University walking around. Did I tell you?
No.
Was that when you were taking
I was on the
pictures
phone
of all
with
those women?
What?
No, there was just one. I was kidding.
Was
the,
like,
one,
what?
the one that was reading.
Whoa,
That was Herman.
No,
Dark,
that was a
really
long
dark.
time
Oh,
ago.
okay.
That was, look, it's not as weird. It's
That's
street
what started the
photography
restraining
involves that.
order?
It was just a
From
joke.
the university?
It's not weird if you call it art.
It's still weird. You got weird art. Look, well, I got lost in Rice University when I went to go take pictures of that light tower thing. You know?
Is it that thing where you can also look up to
Yeah.
the stars? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was talking on the phone with Ricardo, and I was just like walking around taking pictures, and I couldn't find that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's like, just GPS it, and I'm like, no, you're on the phone, and I have my camera out. I'm like, I'll find it.
Yeah.
And it took me like a good 45 minutes. Like by the time I left, we had been on the phone for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Did you
But-
see those rocks? The vertical, horizontal, and they have like 3 rocks in they have like 3 rocks on the 3.
Stonehenge.
No, almost. You know, they have one on each dimension. Like they have one rock like this, one like this, one like that, and it's like a little park.
I have not seen that.
Okay. They have like really thick slabs, like this thick, and like probably as big as this room.
And scientists still can't find out how they stacked them.
No.
Like, who put them
Yeah.
there?
They build a university around them.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
Yeah,
It happened again, you guys.
it happened.
Dude, the camera wasn't recording, or it recorded, but it was corrupted, and then we couldn't recover the data. So,
Did you plot this, Ricardo? Be honest. Tell us the truth.
These guys are lying to y'all. I actually showed up with no clothes on. And they're like, Rick, this isn't that type of show. This isn't a casting couch. Like, you got to put clothes on.
Dude,
He saved it. Yeah. So
you earned yourself a Miller Dew, bro.
there you
that?
go.
So a long time ago, we came across a trend on TikTok, and I remember telling you about it, and you're all like, Oscar, just because you see it online doesn't mean you have to do it. And you were wrong.
You were wrong.
You were wrong. We have to do it.
That's
and
pretty good.
You're here. You brought Miller Lights, and I had Mountain Dews imported from Louisiana. These are the spiked ones. These have alcohol. So-
Personally imported.
yeah. So
Just think about that.
It feels special.
they were smuggled.
Smuggle.
Yeah. And this one, unfortunately, it is flavored, so I don't know if it's gonna change the taste. This is black cherry.
So what if I get poisoned? That was the waiver that I signed before.
Then you don't show.
the
then you
thing
don't show up to
started.
the fight. Right, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I should put the. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Vámonos. For those who are listening, Oscar is doing a very calculated chemistry formulation of the compound. No, not the compound solution of Miller Lite and Mountain Dew.
I've seen this episode on Breaking Bad.
Tell you.
Did y'all see the commercial at the Super Bowl where they replaced drugs with like Doritos?
No, but I knew it was gonna happen because they kept talking about it like a
Pretty
week
good.
in
It was funny.
advance,
It was funny.
which kind of ruins it though.
Yeah, but that's everything
Damn,
nowadays.
look
Bigs. Whoa.
Ladies, chill out, ladies.
All right, everybody, quiet. I'm just kidding. I'll keep talking. This is a podcast.
This is-
Everybody look at Oscar.
yeah.
Oscar's a
If you're
professional.
listening,
Shaky,
if you're
crazy
listening, look at Oscar too.
He's a mixologist right now.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Then you gotta use your finger to mix it. That's
The
it.
drink.
The drink.
All right,
Here,
okay.
give me that so you don't block your face with Miller.
Hey, Rick, you're gonna have to stand up. I can't tell that you.
Damn, she's like,
She won.
she's like, I'm the wife. You gotta get up and do it.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, there was only one left. You can sample it if you like.
This is the what flavor is
black
this one?
black cherry. Black cherry with Mountain Dew.
It smells like that
You gotta
medicine.
Mix it around.
It smells like that medicine.
No.
Like
It
the-
does.
It
Like
does.
like those cherry ice cream thing they used to give in high school.
I don't know. I didn't go to high school. I dropped out in
It
elementary.
doesn't taste bad though. But you can really taste the beer though.
Tony, you want to try it?
So did we drink it already?
It's just a try. You can
Sure,
spit it
I'll
out
try
like
it,
in
I'll try
wine.
Yes.
Like
Sorry.
in
Just
wine?
make sure if you spit it out, you put it
Spit it
back in the cup.
Yes,
No,
yes, do that.
And then you want the cup after?
La-
or
last
what?
episode, we said we started COVID because we shared chocolates.
So can I drink it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did we say that?
Yeah, because remember, you asked for my
Oh,
leftover
yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah, I was trading you.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what we said. Like honestly, like
I wouldn't go out of my way to buy Mountain
You know
Dew
what?
than Miller Lite.
It
Like,
kind of
why
reminds me
ruin
of
a
like
good
a
thing?
seltzer
You wouldn't go all the way to Louisiana?
with a little bit of beer taste.
I'm
It's
not,
alright.
I'm
It's
not
not bad.
allowed
It's
to
not
go back
bad.
to Louisiana.
Huh?
Not bad.
I'm not allowed to go back to
It's
Louisiana.
like medicine beer.
So if I ever go to Florida, like we gotta go.
You gotta go around
You said you're not allowed back in Louisiana? They kicked you out?
from the bachelor.
Louisiana themselves?
oh, I remember I went to a lowrider show over the weekend. This was on Saturday before. I also drank a lot on Saturday.
Is that the one that Choppa posted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one clip that he posted, did that wheel break on that car?
At
Or
the
it
end,
was a truck. Yeah, you saw that, right?
it looked like it kind of did
I
something
saw it.
odd.
I saw it, and then I jumped to the comments, and I was like, "Oh wait, this thing has like 12 likes." Like,
You were looking for answers.
Yeah.
yeah.
It looked odd towards the end.
It's because they had a hop competition for the lowriders. Dude, at some point in the video, you see a guy walk by and you see how up that other car went. It was freaking ridiculous.
Man.
And like
Did you record any?
the truck had like 20 batteries.
I saw that in the bed of it, right?
Yeah.
Did
no,
you record
no, I got kicked out
You
because you had to pay to get in, and I didn't know that.
Oh,
So I
and
went. I went in, took pictures, and then
They checked you?
Well, I had my hands up, like there were wristbands.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
something was fishy when he jumped the fence. He's like, I didn't know you had to pay. Like, he like jumped the fence and get in.
Dude, I think I have pictures of I didn't really. I was early, so a lot of cars still hadn't shown up. Yeah,
He
so,
went before they started charging
You
at
didn't
the door.
want
huh?
to. How much was it? You know,
Like $20.
you didn't want to pay.
No, it was really hot outside, and like it was like
You were ready to go.
At
huh?
that point, he had already had all his content. He had already went
So-
around the show like 3
Yeah.
times and shit.
Yeah, so
that's
I
cool.
only had like one shot from all of them are in portrait mode, so it would look weird on this. So I just showed my only landscape one. Yeah, I kind of miss taking pictures sideways because they fill up the whole image on my computer. But since everything goes on Instagram, it has to be portrait
I
mode.
get that.
Yeah, but that car was literally just standing like that for the entire event.
Oh,
You didn't get tired?
I like that.
I got you, bro.
There you
I
go.
got him. I got him. Yeah. So eventually, I dipped early. I went to Eighth Wonder with my friend Angela, and I thought that picture came out really cool. That's
Drop a like.
That's with the lens, and then look.
She's a really
look
cool
at this.
person.
Look at this one. I like you. Yeah, this is at Eighth Wonder. I really like this one because the guy in the cowboy hat came out blurry and it looked dramatic as fuck. So I'm a big fan of this picture. And I actually have a picture of that's the thing
That's the
from
thing.
I like that
Rice.
one a lot. That one's really cool. The one at Eighth Wonder looks like the kind of picture they'd have on like a website of theirs. You know, they're just like in the background
Yeah.
with, you know, they have the text and everything in front.
Yeah, and I posted a picture from Eighth Wonder and they got reposted to their accounts.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I always like when that happens. It makes me
Oscar's
feel
famous.
weird.
Your boy's moving up.
Well, not really. No one's paid me for anything, but it's cool to feel.
What about the guy that reached out to you?
Oh, you mean my Ron?
They're paying you with exposure.
It's all about exposure.
Yeah,
Oscar.
they're paying you with exposure.
You guys remember what Danny did to me? Like how he hurt me?
Oh yeah, he scammed.
It hurt even more because then, like a week after, we forgot about it. Tension has gone down.
I didn't forget.
And then, and then Rick texts me. He's like, "Damn, Danny got your ass."
Oh, late. That was like 4 episodes ago.
Well, he had to catch up.
that's when he
No,
started
it's
to go
just-
back
no,
to college
It's just
station.
funny. It's just funny because like you had forgotten about it, you got over it.
Yeah.
and then you,
And just like reopen the wound.
I never,
So-
do that. I never do that.
So I'm just saying, like next fight club, we have to make sure Danny shows up.
yeah, next time Rick is on.
I got
with
my
that,
boy, my coach Vic is gonna fight him.
They got to fight, and then we got to bring him more Mr. Beast chocolate because he thought he was going to be trying it with us.
Oh.
The flavors that we missed out on, we'll bring those the next time.
I really want
What-
to try the crunch one. So.
Was it really a joke, or is there one called These Nuts?
No, that was a joke.
That was a joke. Okay.
No, Mr. Beast is too wholesome for
Okay,
that.
no, I saw it in more than one place. I was like, it might be legit.
No,
but,
no.
okay,
Well,
it's not.
I mean, if y'all invite me, I'll be here. I think there was a gap between the first time I came and right now because I mean I had the whole wedding. I was in College Station, but I'm going for Eric's record. Is Eric the one that has the most right now?
Eric has
Yeah.
the record.
You're going to try and beat his record.
Coming for your record, man.
Damn.
Yeah, well, that's good, bro. Thank you for
If y'all invite me,
Of course.
Yeah,
if I behave,
You're always welcome.
No, it's actually better if you don't
Yeah,
behave.
actually.
You know, because then we can make clips out of it.
Yeah,
you
this
know.
is true.
So bring the heat.
Okay.
Okay.
Ya
Well,
está, son.
Tony's actually leaving us early today, so I say we get into some topics.
Okay,
And stuff.
let's do some.
Rick
some
actually
topic.
planned stuff for us.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, try to guess which folder is the one that for Ricky. All right, so we have
Hot takes.
no,
No,
Damn.
we have Aiden Ross.
photography.
We have
photography. You
It's
know what?
definitely not photography.
Did you take a picture of yesterday
Oh, well, I have that in the other folder.
of me with the?
Yeah, yeah. So the folder.
We like sports.
Let me go down the folders and y'all. Yes.
Yeah.
So the folder is called We Like Sports because Ricardo is our sports guru. And look, just show that first picture. Freaking yesterday when we were at the taco stand,
Dang.
like Ricky got into the back of the car and he found my camera bag. So he's like, I want to be the douchebag with the camera bag walking around everywhere. So he wore it the rest of the night. Like we ate tacos, we got back to the house, like we were drinking outside. He was still wearing it until I was leaving it.
And we were there, and I was like popping my hip, like ordering tacos and stuff. I was like showing like
The camera bag.
the camera bag was like this. So I was like, man.
Well, yeah. So there you go. That's just fucking asshole. Look, I do feel like an asshole when I'm carrying the camera. I always like. I'm like, should I just leave it in the car? But I'm like, I don't want to leave my expensive camera in the car.
I really felt pretty good. I felt like everybody was looking at me. But then again, we were being really loud too, so maybe it wasn't the camera.
Yeah. Well, who cares? The food was good there. So
That's good.
so there's like a serious part to this story. I think we should go through the funny videos first.
Okay, the first one.
Yeah.
It's
So
backward. I think
You
you want
wanna
to
hit
hit
the-
serious and then lighten the mood with the other one, so you don't leave on a bitter.
you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
guess
which
we
one do I
can
go
on
for?
on those headlines?
A ver.
Yeah. So Rick, you want to lead your topic?
So I heard a little bit about the story. I'm not too in detail about it, but I brought it up to Oscar's. I brought it up to him and I said, "Hey, this is something that's going on. I think it's really crazy." So you have, I think it's 2 college students. They play basketball. They're at Alabama, and one of the older teammates tells the younger teammate. The younger one is like 19. I think his name is Miller. He tells, "Hey, go give me my gun," which is, he's the gun owner. So the young guy takes him his gun. The older teammate gives it to somebody else, and that person kills somebody. So the gun owner is by the older teammate. So I think he is actually being charged because he actually provided the gun. It was his gun.
Yeah.
But he didn't pull the trigger. But he's also being...
he's being charged.
Yeah, it'd be
Right.
an accessory.
So now the younger one, they're trying to get him too. But it like, at what point, like, he just listened to the older teammate.
Yeah, and I think they were talking about how it's already affected him to the point that I think that he might be out of the program.
Well, I don't know, because I think he just played, and he was on the road, and the other team was like, or the students were chanting like, murder, murder, whatever.
Ow.
He dropped 41 points on them, and beat their ass, like, he dropped a
fucking killed
41
them,
piece
man.
set. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah. So,
That's a little extreme to charge the younger teammate, even though like he was just bringing it to the.
Why
the
did he
owner.
have the gun? What's the
I
background
think
story?
the guy had left it in his car. in the younger teammate's car.
Uh-huh.
Oh, see, well then that's just like if Oscar left his camera in your car and he's like, "Hey, can you bring me the camera?" And then Oscar gives it to Danny and Danny uses it to kill someone.
But what?
Perfect analogy, bro.
Or take white pictures.
But that's where the difference is. Like,
Yeah.
one is a weapon and one of them isn't.
Yeah,
Like, his is
that's
a
true.
weapon. Like, okay, you don't ask the question or you don't try to de-escalate it.
But he was just kind of returning it to its owner. The owner, I feel like, is the one that should be held up more accountable than the younger one because it's
Yeah,
his
without a
weapon.
doubt.
I think the young
It's
guy-
his weapon in his name. Why are you giving it to
But I
anyone
think
else?
I think the older teammate said, "Hey, like I don't remember this name, but it was like, hey, bring me my piece because this guy's like, we're having problem with somebody." So the younger
I
teammate
see.
knew that.
Okay, see, that's
was probably
different.
gonna
That's
be you.
different.
Yeah, but it at the end of the day, it's still the other guy's gun.
Yeah.
Like you're returning the gun to your older
But
teammate.
you're kind of like a witness at this point.
No, it's because that is an accessory, though.
That's hard.
Because you
No,
could
no, it's-
no,
it-
because
no,
you
it's 'cause,
could
look,
say
how
you could say
How far
look.
is it gonna
Look,
go?
before you said the fact that he texted him saying that they had beef, I was like, dude,
Yeah.
like you call the cops for that. You don't bring a gun. Like, you know, that's not to de-escalate.
Like,
Like
you,
that-
I think
that-
at this point he could have said, "Bro, don't be involve me in this. You want the gun? You know where it is. You go get it. I'm out."
You had
I
At the
agree with
minimum.
that. I agree with that. But there is like if you play any kind of sports, like your teammate, like hey, your teammate is your family. Like y'all's podcast, like y'all are brothers, right? So hey, if you let the other person down, it's like, well, now I got this lingering the whole time. Like even if nothing happened that night, it was still like,
Yeah.
hey, you didn't have my back when
Yeah,
I
he wouldn't
needed you.
trust
You're my brother. Yeah,
he
you were my
wouldn't wanna
brother.
depend
Yeah.
on you. I get that.
Well, but then
Okay, but-
it could go the other way around though. Like if Oscar asked me for his gun back, and I said, "Here you go." No, if he asked me for his gun, if he has,
You sure you don't need to?
yeah. No, if he let's say I have Oscar's gun, and he asked me for it, and I know he wants to use it for like something. I can get his back and say, "Bro, in fact, I'm not even gonna let you have the gun because I don't want you to do this stupidity." So like, I think what do you mean by I got your back? Because I could say I'm gonna get your back by not letting you do something stupid.
Also, I don't know the whole details of it. I just told Oscar, like, hey, this is what's going on. So I don't know all of the details, right? So what I'm figuring is, like, he said, hey, we're having a problem with this guy. Hey, guns are also used for self-defense, right? Right? So what if the other person...
dude, if
Hey,
you
what
have enough
changed
time for
everything?
you to show up and drop off
What-
the gun, you cannot justify that.
What changed? What if the other person was making threats?
Well, right here,
Call the cops. That's the problem
Yeah.
that with these scenarios, because the right
Yeah,
way to go
yeah.
about it is literally calling the cops and letting
I
them
think
deal with it.
the worst part of it, like what, like messes everything up, is the person that they shot, the person that killed, like the person
So they killed a
died.
woman.
Yeah, it was a lady.
Yeah.
So it was like,
It's
fuck,
probably like an innocent person.
that. I don't know if she was involved with, like, if her husband or her baby daddy or her
Still
brother.
But then-
yeah,
but then
at
at that
the end of the
point-
day, it was
Still
it was a bystander.
Yeah.
oh, it was a bystander. They weren't going for her.
I don't know.
We don't
well,
know
I
that.
would imagine that they weren't beefing with a lady. Like, bring that piece.
She's really scary, bro.
We're making jokes about a lady's.
Dude, look, God damn it! Look, when you pointed out like that. Look, before you mentioned the fact that they said that they were having issues with someone, you could have easily dismissed it as like, "Hey, I'm just asking for my stuff back."
Mm-hmm.
But now that you have this information, you are an accessory. Like that couldn't have happened if you just didn't take it.
Right.
So he has blame. There is blame, like in the jury. I'm pretty sure that's easy to prove. They'll be like, the simple questions are like, would that person have died if you just didn't take the gun?
Well, I mean, what does it say? Like, I
They're
think the
trying-
other two guys are already like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
done.
I don't think they've done anything
No, I
to
think
the third one, to
no,
the young
no,
guy,
no,
the one that
I
took
thi-
him the gun.
I think that's what they're debating.
Yeah, it's the question I guess is, does he deserve some sort of punishment? Obviously, less severe than the other two, I would
Yeah.
say. But
Yeah, but
is it no punishment or some punishment?
Right, but at the same time, even if I bring the gun and I don't agree with that. I'm just playing. I'm going for both sides, right? I'm giving the opinion on both sides, right? He provides the gun, they don't shoot somebody, then it just rolls off. Like, how does
do drug dealers get blamed for overdoses?
Yes.
It's the exact same thing. It's the exact
It's
same.
still, I don't know.
It's the exact
hard,
same
though.
thing.
I
No,
think
it's
that's
not.
different.
No, it's not.
it's hard.
That's
No,
like
it's not
blaming
because-
So, like right
The
now, we're looking at
distributor.
it because somebody actually
You're blaming the
died.
distributor. You got to blame the dealer. That's the direct contact.
So like for this one, unfortunately,
Why?
the girl died. You know.
In this instance, because it's 3 deep
It's
instead of
three.
being
It's
2
three
deep.
links.
Yeah, it's
And
3
there's three
deep.
links.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
there's the
one
killer,
gives to
the
owner
and
lets
then-
borrow to the
yeah.
killer.
Oh, because you're talking about the extra guy.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know. I don't think that the younger guy deserves.
I don't.
I don't think he deserves punishment. Not,
At
not to-
all? None? Like
mean,
him
how-
knowing
how
that
do we
there's-
know
Okay,
that he
him-
knew the context?
Yeah. But
Okay.
even
We know that for a
even-
fact.
Even if he knows,
I'm pretty sure that's got to be
even-
like the easiest
even-
thing to prove.
even if he
I
knows that
agree.
it's
We don't
hot,
know.
even if he knows that it's hot, like it's
Well,
still three
I-
people
well,
that got involved.
he's
Like
a-
it was still like he didn't pull the trigger and he didn't give it to the killer.
Well, I think there's some details here because if I tell like if the guy who owns the gun tells the younger guy, give me the gun because we have beef
Give
with
me
someone.
my gun.
No, okay, give me my gun.
That makes- but that
let
also
me finish.
changes it.
Well, let me finish. If he tells the young guy, give me my gun because I wanna go kill somebody that I don't like or something like that, and the guy goes and gives him the gun, he becomes a witness. But if he says, give me my gun, I don't feel safe. I might need to defend myself. Then he gives him the gun, and then at that point you cannot claim knowledge of it.
I think,
it's still
but
like
hey,
you
wait,
bring
hold
in
on.
my
One thing you guys
gun
are missing. One thing you
and
guys are missing.
He gave it to somebody else that pulled
He's
the
not being
trigger.
charged with murder. He's being charged
Yeah.
for accessory, which is completely different.
Yeah, we're not saying like 30 years in jail or something like that.
Yeah, which is,
'Cause
yeah, exactly.
Also
So-
depends on what the beef was too. Like what was exactly going on between the person that killed the person and the other one. Like the severity of it will be in the little details. But I think if the guy knew, like, yeah, if I get like I know they're gonna go do something, then at this point he's an accessory. But if he like it's like, well, I don't know. He asked for I don't know. He might need like he feels scared or something like some kind of self-defense mechanism, and he's completely oblivious of it. Then I don't think.
Yeah,
He's,
because when you brought the story up, you didn't mention that they told
Well, I
him that they
think
had
they're
issues.
still bringing up.
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure
details.
more details are gonna come to light, and like you're gonna know more. But as it stands now, I'm like, you know something bad's gonna go down. You are a part of it.
Did you know that there's a story like that in one of those Plato's Republic, like the old book?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a story where they were asking about justice.
Yeah.
And they were like, what is justice? And so they have a scenario where there's a guy that has there's a guy that has a sword. And and it's not his sword. The owner comes and says, give me my sword because I want to go kill somebody. So then they ask, if the guy refuses to give the owner his sword, is he being unjust because it doesn't belong to him? But if he gives him the sword and the guy, knowing that he's going to go kill somebody, is he also being unjust because he knows what it's being used for? So they had a whole like debate about what is justice. Obviously, it's different. We're not talking about punishment, but it reminded me of that.
I wrote a paper at U of H over something like that, and there's different scenarios, right? So it's like, okay, if there's a train and you can save it, like, do you save it? Like, knowing that it's getting derailed. Or the whole Batman situation with the Joker was like, hey, one of y'all gets saved. The criminals that are criminals, or the civilians that there's kids, like, hey, well, who am I to say who dies and who lives, right? So at the end of the day, it's still the person that pulled the trigger, right? So
Yeah.
the guy, because a gun is scary, right? So you hear about road rage all the time where somebody pulls out a gun and they get scared, like, okay, this guy has a gun, like, I'm going to go the opposite way or I'm going to speed up, right? So how do we not know that the gun was like, hey, I'm flashing it, so you get scared that, hey, I mean business, right?
But I even
But
think,
he pulled the trigger and he killed somebody. So, hey, his actions.
But I think even if you show a gun just to like show fear or like to be like, I have a gun, I think even that is illegal. I think
Yeah.
you're only supposed to pull out a gun if you are going to use it because you need it.
And we're not saying
Right.
the legal portion. We're saying he didn't pull the trigger. Like, how did the guy know when he turned the gun to the rifle owner that he was going to pass it to somebody else and they were going to kill him? Yeah, he
Right.
knew that there was beef.
That's what I'm saying. We
But
don't know.
He never
Right.
knew that he was going
But
to
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
kill him. Like, there was it didn't say, like, hey, we're going to go execute this guy. It just
Right.
said, we have a problem with this guy.
Right, but that's what I'm saying earlier. It's like it depends what I know there's a problem.
I don't know,
Part.
just
Like the
if
details in that.
But the thing is, like, if someone says we have issues with this guy and I'm asking for a gun, I'm not gonna go make peace. That's also the same thing. Is like, you know, you
It
just
could be
very
just
easily.
for protection though. Like if they
No,
want to
That's
go
what I'm saying.
confront
That's
We don't-
when you
and they
get
don't
the
know how it's
cops.
gonna
No,
turn.
when you're arguing these points, you forget that we have laws. We're not trying to like this isn't fucking like the world doesn't run by street rules.
There's also street laws that
No, I literally just said that. I literally just said so you wouldn't say that.
there's street
You know?
laws like
Yeah.
hey, the laws that they live is like
not.
I don't live
Well,
by
what
them.
if-
I'm gonna snitch.
Yeah.
I'm too pretty to go to jail.
What if like I'm just like in this scenario? What if nothing has transpired yet and they just want it for their protection?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm
Case.
saying.
I think
In
that's
case.
I'm
okay.
pretty
At the
sure
end of
they
the day,
would
somebody
have said
pulled the
that.
trigger.
though.
Nothing has happened yet. You can't really call the cops like, oh, this guy, you know.
Yes, you
He's
can. Threats is literally enough for you to call the cops.
You can call the cops,
You can.
but you know cops they're
They're
gonna
not
go
really gonna
through a
do
whole
much.
investigation, and by the time that happens,
I think it's
you might want
They're
to.
basketball players at the university.
Well,
Like,
I-
where any kind of gun threat's gonna be taken extra serious
Oh,
right
I
now.
understand that. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying like there's a bunch of details that we don't know. We know that the one asked the other one for a gun because there was some beef. What does that mean? Does that mean, hey, I have beef with this fool, I want to kill him, or I have beef with someone, I don't feel safe, let me have my gun back?
It could have been either one. We
I don't know which one does that mean, and depending on which one, I'm like I could be the other one or the
Yeah,
other.
if it-
Even
it's
if I
the
have the
latter one-
details, even
What
if I
ifs
have the
don't
details,
matter though? Someone actually died.
Oh, I know what ifs don't matter, but I'm saying we don't know the details.
Yeah, we don't know.
What- if I knew
happened
those
that
details, I would feel
made
more
it
confident.
Escalate to that point. We don't
Okay.
know if they were the aggressors or not.
So let me put
Eso.
Sorry, like-
everybody in a scenario. The whole Batman one. That one's an easy one, right?
Which Batman? Because there's a bunch.
The one where the Joker, where
Ben Affleck.
obviously all of them had the
The
Joker
Dark, the
in
Dark
it, right?
Knight. The Dark Knight. Are we talking about the Dark
I
Knight?
caught myself on that one. Like obviously,
You're talking about the Dark
was
Knight.
it the Dark
the guy
Knight?
whose parents died, he wears a bat suit.
Heath.
That
what
one.
is his name? Heath Ledger?
Martha.
Is it the one where he has to save the lady or the Two-Faced
Two-Face?
No,
guy?
no, it was the one where the Joker set him up for it, and
Was there a penguin?
it's two.
No, he already says he leisure.
It's
Oh.
two boats, right? One of them
Yeah.
is criminals.
Yeah.
Like they were moving them out of the island for whatever reason. I don't remember.
That's the third movie.
And the other one was just a whole bunch of
Oh, is that the
civilians.
one with Bane?
No, that's the second movie.
Yeah, he said
Second
the
movie.
Joker.
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
both of them have.
Don't give him the gun. Tony, sorry, Ricardo. I never interrupt the guest.
No, you're
I'm just
good,
saying.
You're good. You're good.
He does that all the time.
Both of them have the switch, and it's like, hey, one of them has to go off. I ask you, do you make the decision and say, hey, we're civilians, we never did anything wrong, we pay our taxes, we have a full-time job, we never raped anybody, we never stole anybody? Would you say, hey, screw that, let the criminals die?
No,
Why?
because you're making that choice. You can make a choice to be part of it.
Made that one so quick.
Yeah.
You would do
So
The
quick.
civilians.
you would kill,
There's no more.
so you would kill the criminals?
Yeah.
You would kill the criminals?
Yeah, there's no.
You have to remember, I think it's like if you don't pick one, both blow
What
up.
kind of what
Oh
kind
no,
of criminals were they?
no, actually, neither pick one. They both throw it. No, they don't. Neither blow up.
Well,
it was
Yeah,
all
because,
that game.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, who am I to say who lives and
Look,
who dies?
at the end,
for
neither
context
blows
matters,
up.
okay?
No, but it's
Context
because
matters,
they didn't
it's-
know. They didn't know. They thought if they don't, if one of the two doesn't pick, both blow up. The criminals were like, we deserve it, so they throw the switch. And then the people that weren't criminals, I think I don't remember how it goes, but someone's like, no, we don't feel right doing it, and they also don't do it. And that's when
Oh,
Bat,
so I'm the bad guy.
you're the
it,
Joker.
sounds, it sounds like it's because it's really tough. Like, I just watched a movie with my wife. It's the same thing. It was the movie that I was telling you
the
about.
knowing.
The Knowing, right?
Knowing something like that. It's the Nicolas Cage movie.
So
Oh.
he knows.
Is that with the numbers?
He knows that there's an accident
Yeah.
and it's gonna happen at a certain time.
Yeah.
There can always be a chain event, right? So even if he saves those lives, how do we not know that that's gonna cause something even bigger, right? So I can say I'm a religious man. I mean,
Me too.
I'm not too involved, but hey, I have my peace where I'm at, right? And like I said, I wrote a paper over it, and it's really hard because at the end of the day, we get to do whatever we want, right? The guy pulled the trigger. That was his decision, right? on that movie that we were watching, he tried to save it, but at the end of the day, like, who am I to say who lives and who dies? Same thing with the whole Batman thing. Like, who am I to say?
But I think that's different, though.
I don't
I
see
think
it
it's very different because someone else set the conditions for there to be a decision between two people. Now the movie in the movie.
That was good. I was like, I'm like, cause it like obviously like the way he built it up. I was like, yes.
In
like,
the movie, it's different
if I would
because
have been in the boat,
in the movie,
I would have said,
okay,
whatever decision y'all make,
flip a coin.
no, whatever decision y'all make, I'm cool with it.
but
Because I'm not gonna kill somebody. I'm not gonna go live the rest of my life knowing that I killed a boat full of criminals. There were criminals, but how do we not know that one of them was
innocent
DWI?
or innocent.
This guy
Just
is
flat
like,
out innocent.
or yeah, just innocent. Like, I gotta carry with that on my conscience, knowing I killed somebody, right? So who am I to say this person lives and this person dies?
Well, that's the thing, though.
But you
is-
gotta remember, like, if the story it goes as I remember, I was like, if you're gonna die, but you by not making a decision, you ultimately kill everybody on your boat.
but hold
Same
on.
thing.
But
What if we know one of the innocent guy
and
is
you-
gonna be the next
Quick
Hitler?
question:
Here's the thing.
Was there the equal amount of people on both boats?
I think there was,
I don't remember the exact, but here's another thing. They,
Would
they,
it matter?
but there's a chain event. There's a chain event. Like I said, what if one of the innocent guys that was there is the next fucking Hitler? What if he was the Antichrist? Like,
Like, oh, if it was Hitler,
That's
we're
true.
killing
no,
him.
but you don't know him because he's in the boat with civilians.
Look,
right, but the thing is, okay, you have to also understand. There's
I
what
would have
you,
voted like y'all do whatever y'all want to do.
right.
I
Very
choose.
democratic of you.
Yeah,
No, but in the movie, it was a vote. All the people in the vote were like arguing. Some people were like, "Yeah, fucking flip the switch." Other people were like, "No." And then someone, I don't remember who, someone like grabs it and just toss it out the window, and they're like, "We're fucked." And then
what the fuck we did
and then the criminals did the same thing, but they were like, "We deserve it." They don't deserve it, so they threw it away. So all I'm saying is, you could say, "Well, both boats made a mistake because what if each boat had a Hitler?" You know, you know what I mean? Like, so
they
it's like,
both got to choose. I don't know.
yeah,
I was
both
imagining
both.
like
It's good. Look,
Yeah,
I want.
yeah.
I want to tell you how it was. The Joker wanted to show that everyone's evil, that there is no good. So he puts the thing on both boats, and he says, "Look, the criminals are gonna do it because they want to live. They're fucking criminals."
pause. One thing about Joker, he's always been that way. He says that literally one bad day can turn you into him. That's like his whole philosophy.
See, so don't make me mad. No, no. But then the other boat, and he's like, I want to show you that even normal like civilians who haven't done anything illegal, they're bad people too, and they would be willing to kill if you put them on the spot. When neither of them flip the switch, that's when the Joker gets pissed because he's like, what the fuck? Like, I lost in my game. Because he was ready to get beat up by Batman. He was like, I don't care if you kill me. I want you to see that I'm right. And just him knowing that he was wrong, it's what really, like, messed him up. So that's to me, that's different because there is the Joker who set the conditions for that to happen. The Joker could have done something different. Or the people that made the Joker be that way could have acted better towards him so that he would not have become that. So to me, it's like there is an element of possibility, like, oh, I knew this could happen. And then there's like, well, anything could happen.
You know how we could settle this?
Computazos?
You know,
Let's go.
You know, you know how they always say behind a great man, there's a better woman. This is ask her.
Oh, ask her.
Judy,
Judy.
does
Who
the-
would you kill for Rick?
No,
Oh, that's not how it goes?
No,
I think it was,
does the
who
young
wouldn't you
does
kill for Rick?
the kid who took the gun is he an accessory to the crime? Do you think he is?
Don't worry, we'll blur your face.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Did you hear the story?
Oh, just lean into it with your answer.
If you want to answer.
Did you
But
hear
if
the
she
whole
doesn't want to
story?
answer.
She doesn't have
Okay, so,
headphones
like-
on, but she can hear.
Okay, look, Oscar owns a gun, and he left it in Rick's car. Oscar talks to Rick like, "Hey, I need my gun. Something's popping off." So Rick gives it to Oscar. Oscar gives it to Danny. Danny kills someone.
I killed Tony.
Is Rick responsible? Like, should
No,
he be
no,
punished?
No,
Should
no,
he be punished
no,
to any
no,
extent?
No,
Not responsible.
No, not responsible.
I said, okay. I
No,
said,
no,
should he
not-
be
not-
punished to any extent?
The gun is his.
No, his.
The gun is mine. I'm all like, hey, like shit's going down. Like it's like the way Rick said it. He mentioned that stuff like it might be used. Right? Can you bring me back my gun? Okay, Rick.
It's his gun though.
Yeah, it's my gun. Rick brings back the gun. I give it to Danny. Danny kills someone. All right. The thing isn't is he a murderer? The thing is like is he an accessory to murder?
Should he be charged in any way legally?
I think
Closer.
I guess in the court system, they take in consideration, was this planned? And obviously there was a lot of people involved that knew about it. So
We're making the racketeering now.
intent was to kill somebody.
But it wasn't a hit. Like,
Yes, but the intent was there.
But them knowing that they might need to use it proves that they knew that it was a possibility and they chose to still take it.
So regardless of like, I guess what we believe, I guess eventually they're gonna take that decision of, was this planned? And I think they will say, yeah, this was planned.
It's settled.
And he's gonna be
Charged somehow.
with it.
So what if
Yeah.
Oscar was like, "Hey, bring me my gun, or I'm gonna use it on you."
Well, that wouldn't happen because I'm not a monster. But
Yet.
thank you. We settled this because of Yudi. Now if this guy goes to jail, it's all because of Yudi. They heard Yudi's.
Ah.
Yudi's
you were supposed to hold it down.
Yeah. I know. We have the videos of that Rick still has, so that way we can let.
Oh, this is supposed to lighten the mood, right?
Yeah. So we can just. But wait, I actually on my hot takes folder. The reason I made that folder was because there's a Batman one in there.
You want me to take?
Yeah. Just let's let Tony read this for us.
Okay.
I bet
That
one.
Do I start with the original?
Yeah.
What is the worst Batman take you've ever heard? Batman never suffered anything because he's a white privileged billionaire who never donates to anything, and he beats up mentally ill people.
First of all, he's a philanthropist, so he
Didn't
donates plenty.
Yeah, and
But
he
he
started
does
off
beat up
because-
mentally ill people.
Didn't he start off because his parents were murdered? How is that not suffering anything?
I mean, but this
And he's afraid of bats.
I don't think that's how it goes. But he does beat up mentally ill people. That is undeniable. So
I don't want to take any spotlight from Batman. I know we're focusing on Batman. But y'all looking forward to Joker too?
I am.
Yeah.
The first Joker
The
was
first one was really
fantastic.
good.
Yeah, like
I'm worried because I don't
It's
know how we
banked.
would follow up, but I'm excited for it. Joaquin Phoenix killed that shit.
Yeah, I really
Lady
like the first
Gaga.
one.
Yeah, and
But they said it's gonna be a musical. Like there's like, yeah,
For real?
Yeah, I think so. I
Oh,
think I
man.
read something where it's like there'll be a lot of songs and stuff involved.
I saw Star is Born with Lady Gaga, and I love that shit.
but
I hate
maybe
musicals.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of music.
maybe it's a musical because the Joker and maybe she's Harley Quinn. Maybe they're both mentally ill.
They are.
yeah,
It's not
so
maybe.
No,
I
what I'm
think-
saying maybe.
It's in their head.
Yeah, it's in their head, so they're singing and stuff.
well,
this
and
is
they're like in love, so maybe they're doing like some crazy
yeah, and
song.
everybody's looking at it like,
Yeah.
what are those guys doing? There's like a whole melody.
I
and
think
them, like,
I think if
singing.
they play the craziness as part of the song, I think that
That would be pretty dope. Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be dope.
I'm here for it. I saw images of the way that they're portraying her, and she looks cool.
Did they confirm she's Harley Quinn?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, she's great, and,
How did-
and boy can she sing.
How did Batman make his money? Was he
His-
inheritance?
his dad.
His
Oh,
dad?
okay. He is privileged.
Yeah, he's a
was
nepo.
running-
He's a nepo baby.
He was running for mayor till he got shot.
He was. Yeah.
Mayors
Well,
make that much money?
he has Wayne Industries. His name.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go.
I bet we have some to light the mood on.
And
sports.
Lutz calls the snow day. Breaking news. Lutz just called a snow day right here at the student section. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've never seen that before. Breaking news. Lutz called the snow day at Hamilton. Woo! No school for me tomorrow. And that's the end of the game. Zeros on the clock, 57-45. Lusk takes it home along with the Hawkeyes.
So he's a high school broadcast.
dude,
Like
my-
he's a high schooler and he's so stoked.
My favorite part of it is like, oh my goods, next. It like ends it with a K.
I love where he's like, you don't realize that he's a high schooler too. He's like, no school for me tomorrow. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he did good.
And I think
He has potential.
I want to say they lost in that game too, but they were so happy that they got a snow day.
The next one, explain it before we go into it.
Okay.
So in basketball, there is free throws, right? And I think this was a college game. the promotion was if the other team misses 2 free throws, then the whole building gets free bacon. So again, the home team is losing. So every time they have free throws and the other team misses the first one, the crowd goes, there's a chance that we get free bacon. And let's watch the clip.
They got this moment.
Here's why. If he misses the second one, everybody in this house gets free bacon. Bacon for everybody! Sizzled up in the frying pan.
Let's go!
And this is the losing team. Happy.
Yeah, but technically they're not the losers because they got free bacon.
It reminds me of that story of middle school. Like it was like they were playing football and they lost, and this one kid's crying, and the other kid comes and is like, "Why are you crying? Because we lost." Like, yeah, but we get pizza. Like, who cares about winning the game? You get free pizza.
If I was the opposing team and I knew this promotion, dude, I would airball 2 in a row.
That'd be dope. Yeah. Dude, like,
for the people.
We all leave here happy. Yeah, you're right.
Everybody gets bacon.
Yeah, for real.
That makes sense.
Well, you guys, we're actually going to call this right here.
Right here.
Our Gugu has to leave.
Our Gugu.
Yeah. Well,
our sapling.
Yeah, I have to wake up super early for work. I can't stick around till midnight like always.
I know.
That's okay.
I know. You will be
missed.
missed.
It was good seeing you,
It was
grandson.
good seeing
All right.
YouTube.
All right.
So who says
what
peace?
is another word?
All right, both of you guys
bueno.
at the same time, count it down, and both of y'all look at y'all's cameras
You have to
and
say
say
peace,
peace.
both of you, because he's leaving and you're the.
We look each other in the eyes and say peace?
Yeah, and then
yeah, sure.
I'll count it down.
We can cross like when you take cross shots.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go like that.
With our
All right.
All right, just the camera.
All right, I count them. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Peace.
Out. Jose.
Hello?
All right, there we go. Hey, what's up?
Is Ump?
Yes.
You doing the podcast today?
Yeah. We're right here. Like, everybody can hear you.
What's going on?
Órale.
Yeah.
Hey, Pisto,
What's up?
échate una rola. How's the release? What's it called? Summer Up or what?
No, they're on Oldies and Lowriders already. It already came out.
Well, yeah.
No, the other one. Wasn't there like summer?
We're on Busco Salida now. We can't release that now.
This is what kind of wishcraft is this?
Put
the full headphone. Oh, by the way, Pisto, do you know Ricardo?
Yeah, he knows Ricardo.
I know, but don't.
Yeah, I know Ricardo.
Oh,
He used to bully me.
we use AI to replicate his voice. He's here.
Hey,
Well, that's
Make a
your
rec-
special guest today?
They
yeah,
can
yeah.
replicate anybody in the world, Jesus and everybody, and they're like, let's replicate Rick.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I was going to say, do you know what reality is?
Reality?
Yeah, remember when Danny was all like, do you know what reality is?
Well, my reality is different from your reality.
Oh.
Hey, I need that in a song, bro.
Yeah.
Huh?
I need that in a song.
So, wait, hold on. We have to get back to the podcast. But ¿qué pasó? Real quick.
Okay. No. I was just going to hit you up. ¿Cómo andabas?
Okay, bro. Yeah, no, well, let me finish off this episode. I'll text you later.
Hey, right now when you said you were in the middle of the potting,
Yeah.
I think you misspelled pooping.
No way. Stupid. Autocorrect again.
I'm just glad all of this is being
Yeah, it's
recorded.
being recorded.
You're in the bloopers now, Pisto.
Autocorrect never wants to help,
Yeah.
man. All it ever does is damage me.
It does.
Hey, I was about to text you. I'm like, man, take your time. I don't even get to poop at home either.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
I forgot what I was saying.
You said
You told him you're pooping?
I said I'm potting. No, it says potting.
Yeah, it says
It says potting. I swear to God.